Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Eason.
He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Eason. He'll complete this one to Collins. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
As they're down to the 29-yard line. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 27. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down in the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. Those compatriots, they were able to get him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Now he'll look to throw it.
Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game up to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And a little kick.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Balaj. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On 2nd and 9.
Eason, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
I mean, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
That's caught by Howard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. Here's a run with Balaj. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're holding that on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold the ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kalen Balaj,
his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now Balazs. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Eason to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down at 4. Eason. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Eason, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. So a tip-toe catch back of the end zone. So tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work out? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skills.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Powell. That is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 yards, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that, that's a huge offensive swing. But the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Howell. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one out here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage was the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Throwing is Eason. And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will have a touchdown. Darrington Evans, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First down, how to throw.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 5. And Howe will throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive in the third quarter for an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on second and long. Eason. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now. Career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll go play action. Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And what I think of here's opportunity because it could have been lost there. They had a chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Howell throwing on third down here. Thomas brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Howell throwing on first down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw again on second down. Howell looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Howell, 3rd and goal. It is intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Balazs again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
They'll run here with Balazs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not down in the 4th. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Powell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw, Howell.
Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And once more, Howell back to the air.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Powell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That was a
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans will take over possession here at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you have success throwing the ball, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Darian Mathis bringing him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he finds Howard complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was.